Hello, everyone, and my peeps. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I'm coming on a little bit earlier today, but I want to give everybody some time to pop in here. So I decided I would come on just a few minutes early to let everybody to see that I was live. So if you see that little red live button up there, or maybe it's over there for you, not sure, then you know that you've caught me during a live Facebook. That's where you can come in and you can interact with me. Please come in and say hi. Definitely, whether you're live or you are watching me on the replay, I love to see everybody come in and say hi. Let me know where you're watching me from. And also let me know if this is your first time viewing me. So let me get myself brought up on my other device here so I can see everybody coming in. Oh, there we are. Right there. So we have had very, very mild weather here in Tucson, Arizona. They say it was supposed to hit 71 today, but I'm pretty sure it was probably only around 70. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Patty and Rhea. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Sheila. Yes, so I hope you guys had a fabulous weekend and it wasn't too crazy busy on you trying to get prepared for the holiday. Now, however you spend it or, whatever your traditions are, please be safe. And I hope everyone is in good health to be able to spend it with their friends and family. And we are going to be doing something that is non-traditional we're going to try something just a little bit different. Normally we do the whole shebang. We do our turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes. We normally always do that. And I think it is the one time the boys in our lives or men in our lives, whatever you want to say, get a wholesome cooked meal. I think that's why they like the holidays and how we get together. But my son has requested something a little bit different this year. So we're going to go with it. We are going to be doing pizza. I know, crazy, right? But it just seems like kind of the year to do something like that. A little bit of something out of the norm. We are, as most of you know, we are in the middle of a move. You might be able to see a whole bunch of boxes stacked up over there. It's kind of dark in my room. Since it is dark now here in Tucson around like 5:30-ish, it is pitch black outside. Normally I could have my window open during the summer and I have light outside. I could see all my animals while I'm doing this, but nope. Not this time of year. Just the three of you. Well, you know what? No matter how many there is, as long as you're sharing it with somebody, that's all that matters, right? It was a really tough couple of years when we first moved down here, and it was really odd because as I've aged, I've really kind of missed the whole traditional family thing that we used to do when me and my cousins were all younger. We would go up with our parents, spend the holidays at my grandparents' house. My grandparents would, there's a hair in my eyelash. We would always spend the holidays up at my grandparents' house. My grandma, I swear, I think back now, and she must have had like little magical elves or something because she would cook. And I know it was just her, but it's just crazy to think now as an adult, her doing all this cooking on her own. I remember the countertops. And obviously when you're little, you think everything is such ginormica in size that maybe if I think about it like now perspective, It was still a lot of food, though. Don't get me wrong. She did so much food for all of us. The countertops were full of all different kinds of dishes. She always made, just the traditional food. Plus, she would always add a little bit here and there. But she was a miracle worker. And that's why I say she must have had little magical elves or something that helped her, because she did it all by herself. And I remember all of us, my aunts and uncle, my cousins, we would all go up to Grandma's house and just have this big feast and spend time together, wholesome family time. I mean, that's just what it was. And then, as you age and family members pass away and that kind of stuff, like my grandparents are no longer here, it's just, you kind of think about that, and it's so different as you kind of age to think that that doesn't really happen anymore, because now as I'm older, all of my cousins live away from me. My aunts and uncles live away from me. So it's just, just think life changes. So I guess it's on to making new family traditions with my kids and, whatnot. Hello, Susan. Hello, Cheryl. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things to just think back on how things were as a youngster versus as when you're an adult. It's a little bit stressful, I might say, as an adult. So that's why we decided this year we're going to take some of the stress out. We're going to let a pizza parlor handle all the stress of cooking preparing the meal, and then we will just purchase it from them. And then our feast is done. Granted, it's pizza, but hey, you know what? We're all together, and that's what matters. Hello, Nancy. So that is what we plan on doing this year. I always try to think of something to do with my kids to make it a little bit different. And with us being in the middle of moving, I feel really bad that this year I'm not going to put up a Christmas tree. I'm not going to do much decorating, because I really do not want to pull all that stuff out, turn around and have extra work on myself for packing. And yeah. So my mom said that she would definitely put up her Christmas tree, and we will probably do Christmas up there, because most of our stuff will probably be pretty packed up by Christmas time. Hello, Karen. I am hoping we are scheduling this week to get the carpet done. So as soon as we schedule it, they have to order the carpet, and then the carpet has to get shipped here. So hopefully, because of crazy weather back east, I hope it's not coming from too far over there, that we can get the carpet in at a good time, because he did let us know that if we got on the books that they could probably get the carpet done and in by Christmas. But that doesn't mean that we will be in the house by Christmas time. I really don't see that happening. We might have quite a bit of stuff moved over there, hopefully. No promises here. Hello, Kay. When will you get into your house? So, Patty, I'm not sure exactly when we're going to get in there. It's all going to be on the timing as far as when they can get the carpet ordered, and then once they get the carpet order, then it takes a couple of weeks for them to be able to schedule to come out and actually get the carpet layers in. But like the kid said, he goes, they don't have a really busy schedule right now, so they should be able to do it. It's just all in the matter of how long it's going to take for the carpet to get here once it's ordered. And then after then, thank you so much, Kay, for sharing. I appreciate that so much. So yeah, if you guys can share this video for me, that would be amazing. That helps me out so much with building my business. I truly appreciate that so much. So yes, so as soon as we get the carpet ordered, they have to then order it from wherever their supply is. Once it comes in, then they will know when they can schedule for them to actually come out and do the carpet laying. So we're getting closer. It's just very overwhelming. Moving is so tough, and especially when you've got kids, and just, at least I'm not going far. Not like when we made our move from Oregon down to here. That was crazy, hectic, busy. But then again, I was 10 years younger. I think as I'm aging, the whole moving thing is just not fun as I get older, but whatever. It is what it is. This will be our last move. Thank you so much, Patty, for sharing. It's exciting, but in the same sense, I truly wish, I mean, this is going to age me, but remember watching the old show Bewitched, if you guys are around my age, the Bewitched show. Uh, I mean, it was a little bit older for my era also, but you know how she used to like dingle dingle ding, she would twitch her nose and then everything would be done. Oh, I so wish I was a witch. No, I don't. But you know, you guys know what I'm saying. Just to have it just done, everything packed, everything there, and then I don't even need it unpacked for me. I'll do that. Just I want it packed and I want it moved. That's what I'm dreading. Hello, Denise. So with that being said, I just know that we need to, and I need to just really start packing. That's what I need to do. I was actually going through things this last week. I did have a lot of doctor's appointments. I wish I could wiggle my nose. Yes, right? Hello, Karen. So I went through a lot of stuff in my closet and stuff that has just been in there. And I have a real hard time getting rid of things that my children have made from, you know, their past school years and elementary and all that kind of stuff. So I hang on to it. And I've got little boxes with each one of the kids' names on it that they've brought home arts things and whatnot, little books that they've made. And I have a hard time getting rid of that. And I won't get rid of it because that's just, those are my things. Those are my memories from my kids. And those are their memories too. So it's like getting stuff like that packed up because what do? They sit in my closet. Every once in a while, I'll bring things out and show the kids, hey, do you remember making this? Most of the time they don't. But for me, I can just pack those things up. And then when I get them moved up there, I can put them in an area, you know, up in the top of the closet or something where I can move that kind of stuff now because that won't affect the people who are laying the carpet. So it's just a matter of just getting it done. Oh. And then because we keep getting able to order Stampin' Up stuff, I just keep ordering more stuff. And I'm like, I got to stop ordering. I got to keep moving this stuff. But I can't stop ordering. That being said, you guys, I got my stuff today from my on stage pre-order that we were able to order. So whoop whoop, I will be doing a video either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be tomorrow. I'm not going to give you guys a time because I don't have any idea. It's just going to be a very fly by the seat of my pants. When I've got some time, I will come on here live. Hello, Lois. Hello, Darla. I will be coming on live and I will show you all of the fabulous products that we were able to order. Maybe not all of them because I don't think I was able to buy everything because, yeah, I couldn't do that yet. Especially knowing that I can order again at the beginning of December. So, but I did get some really fun stuff that I cannot wait to share with you guys. So just be on the watch for that. I'm not even certain if I'm going to do a Facebook Live. I'm pretty sure that's probably what I'll do because it'll just be easy because then it'll just be on here. And then you guys can come in. You can ask me questions if you're around. I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's going to be tomorrow because Wednesday I have to cook all day long, even though it's not for us. I'm cooking for my elderly neighbors across the road. She had informed me the other day that she had planned on not going down to her family's house because she has a sister who lives here in the Arizona area, but she lives quite a bit south from us, and it would have been over a 2-hour drive for them. So they decided that they weren't going to do that kind of drive since their health is not all that great. So I had told them that I've already bought all the things to make them a Thanksgiving dinner. So I will, even though it's not for us, I will be cooking on Wednesday. Lucky me. But you know what? I love them dearly, so they deserve to have a meal as well. So that's what I'm doing for them. Okay, so let's get you guys flipped around. Enough of me blah, 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 talking about everything and get down to business. I have a couple of things to show you. I got a card from one of my team members, Miss Ria. She gave me a birthday card. Well, last Monday when I was live, I knew I was forgetting something. I had it inside of the glove compartment of my car because she gave it to me with the day that we picked her up as we headed down to Anaheim. So what was that? Not this last Friday, but the Friday before, she gave it to me and I put it in my glove compartment of my car to make sure that it didn't get ruined or smushed or, you know, finagled. And what did I do? I forgot to bring it in on the weekend so I could show you guys on Monday. So I have that card to show you and you guys are going to love it. It is so stinking cute. So, all right, let me get you guys flipped around so we can get to the goodies. All right, so hold on just a minute. Okay, let's see if you guys can see everything. So you're not, okay. I was afraid that it was off of my desk and then all you guys would be staring at is, look at this. Look at my fuzzy warmies that I have on. I started getting cold, so I went around and I started shutting all the doors in the house, and I knew that my feet were going to be cold as I was sitting here, so I knew I better grab my fuzzies and put them on my feet. Okay, so the card that Miss Rhea gave me for my birthday is just the cutest, you guys. Wait till you see this. Look at this. And it is so perfect for me. Oh, this little piggy says happy birthday, but wait, watch. This is a little belly band that comes off. And of course it's pink. And then look at this. Isn't that cute? But wait, watch. This thing, this pops forward and that back part pops like that. So look, if you look at it at this angle, it kind of just sits like a little window easel. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Oh my gosh. So I was like, oh, I have to show you guys. I know my birthday was a couple of weeks ago, but you know what? Doesn't matter. I can still show. Okay, so there's that. And then, what was it? Thursday, I had my in-person live class here at my local VFW. And so everybody who attended my class, I made these really cute little candy cane, gifts to hand out. Now this is using that new set called, is it called Sweet Candy Cane? No, what is it called? It is called the Candy Cane something. I don't know. Hold on. Right here. This is called, yeah, Sweet Candy Canes. So see how they have them up here? That's kind of the same little idea that I did to make this little candy cane gift. Isn't that cute? And I thought, you know what? These would be great to make quite a few of these and hang these on your Christmas tree. Wouldn't that be so adorable? Well, and just know that that tag that slides down the candy cane is actually a die cut in that set. It was actually kind of one of my reasons. See this right here where it's got the two little holes? Those are the candy cane holes. That was kind of my main reason for buying this set. I know, kind of crazy, right? But I just think that is so adorable. That can be used for many, many years to come. And it makes great little gifts. Hello, Vicky. So yeah, and hello, Marcia. Sorry, I missed your name up there. So yeah, I just made these little things. I thought that was so adorable to just give them as a little thank you for coming to the class. And then as I'm sitting there, wait for this, you guys. My mom hands me this little bag, and I've already opened it, so I'm trying not to spill them everywhere. My mom handed me this little bag of these coins. Well, you know how during Christmas time and inside of the stockings and whatnot, you'll pull out the little gold coins. Well, she found these that have pigs on them. So I thought, she goes, this had to be for you. They're called Percy Pig pennies, fruit flavored candy. Now, they are from the UK. They're from the Netherlands. That's where this candy was made. And it is kind of like a white candy that's in here. Here, let me show you because I have to eat one. Look, if you pull this little thing apart, see how they're these little white candies? And they're like a fruity flavor. I thought it was white chocolate when I opened it at first. But they're not. They're like a kind of a fruity, yogurty flavoring. But even, look, even the little stamp part has a little pig on there. Isn't that adorable? So, I just had to share all that with you. All right, let me finish chewing this. They're very tasty too, let me tell you that. It always seems like when I get candy from the Netherlands or from the UK that their candy is fabulous. Just like I got these right here. These little curly whirlies. These are a Cadbury candy. But they are, I made these as a little thank you gift for my customers a couple months ago. I'm trying to read where it said that they were from. If Frida is on here, she'll know where they were from because she read, because that's what she said. She goes, these are not from, oh, it says they're from Ireland. Oh no, Cadbury UK. No, that's right. Yep. So they are so good as well. The chocolate just seems so much creamier and richer when you get chocolates and candies and stuff from the UK. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just their patent or something for chocolate. So anyways, all right, you guys. So mystery stamping, we did mystery stamping last Wednesday. So just know that you have the rest of this evening, tomorrow, and then Wednesday afternoon, up to the afternoon, to get your cards submitted. I know a couple of you guys have already got your cards in there, but don't forget to get that done so you can get entered into the drawing. Where did I put my little, right here. Let me show you guys what is up for grabs in the winning this month. This is the blue adhesive back gems that are up for the winnings of this month. So get your cards made and get your cards submitted over on Pink Barn Stampers Group. You can visit my blog over at stampinthepinkbarn.com. Go over to mystery stamping tab, and the first one that's going to pop up is all about the November one, because then you can read all the details and what you have to do to get yourself entered into that. Oh yeah, Frida's here. That's, I've never seen Dutch candy. Must be something new. I think, is my mom even on here yet? I don't think I saw her on here. I think she said she, God, where did she say she got them? I'm not sure at the moment. I keep thinking she said Target, but I don't think that's right because I don't think she's been to Target in a while. I don't know. But anyways, yes, they are. They're very creamy, they're very rich, and they're very yummy. So, okay, so don't forget to get your cards in over in the mystery stamping. Oh, there you go. Miss Cheryl helped me out by throwing that link up there for you. Thank you so much, Cheryl. You're amazing. So our paper pumpkin that is available right now through December 10th is called Good Things, come in small packages. This one is for 16 standard gift card holders, to each of 8 designs. This comes with the garden green Stampin' Spot and an all occasion gift giving sentiment stamp set. So just know that the stamp sets that come inside of the paper pumpkins are an they're an exclusive stamp set. You cannot buy those anywhere else. You have to get them in the paper pumpkin. Also, there is the Good Things cards and envelopes add-on. I was actually able to purchase these early with my on-stage attendance or pre-order. So I got a couple of these. So when I show you guys tomorrow the pre-order stuff, I'll show you these cards and envelopes. They're really kind of pretty. I really like this doesn't show quite the color. I'll have to show you, open them up and show them to you tomorrow. Okay. Fitting florets is still in the full swing. This is till January 4th. This will be in the new catalog, the stamp set and the dies, but all these are limited time only through January 4th. So you're really going to want these as your extra items. Now over here, there is one code that you can add, and that will add this full collection already to your cart. You will save the 10% on the discount when you add that code there, but that way you don't have to worry about adding each thing but I will let you know you're going to want to add on an extra thing of embellishments and an extra thing of paper, if not 3 or 4, because you guys are going to love this paper. Again, it's hard to see because the graphics do not do the paper justice, but it is gorgeous paper. And I'm sure you guys have probably already seen tons of projects using that specific set because people are absolutely loving it. We have not had oval shaped dies in a while, so I think that is a huge hit right now. So when you go over there and you make that purchase inside of your my store over at shopdannygarola.com, please use my November host code. As long as your order is under $150, please place this code in there. You can copy and paste this off of my blog. It's here in the description of this video. You can snapshot or screenshot this this view right here so you can see it. It will be posted up here the whole time during this live. And so if you need to know where to post that or to paste that host code, so when you go into your order and it says Shop Danny Garola over here, as soon as you add all of your items that you're going to purchase, when you're done doing that, you're going to hit that little shopping cart or little shopping basket with the heart in it. It's going to then bring up this little menu over here for your checkout. Up here, underneath where it says you're shopping with me, Danny Garola, you're going to hit that add host code, and that's where you're just going to copy and paste that code. Okay. So now that that is taken care of, let's do the winners of last week. Oh, come on. Oh, first, let me tell you guys this really quick. So if you guys do not have a demonstrator and you are new to Stampin' Up! And you would love some catalogs, please email me at stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com and request some catalogs from me. Those of you that have already made purchases from me in the last year, I will already have these coming in the mail to you from... Thank you, Cheryl, so much for sharing that link again. So right here, when if you guys need catalogs, please email me. Let me know. You guys can message me here on Facebook. And I do have my mailing selector list getting ready to go out. So please shoot me an email. Let me know that you would like catalogs. Okay? All right. So... let's move on to the winners of last week's cards. Let me put my hair up really quick. Thank you, Marcia. Okay, let's get the cards down here. So last week, we made this little beauty right here. It is very simple, but very elegant at the same sense, especially once you add that glimmering gold strip across there. It just really does a lot for this card. It really blings this up. Thank you, Peggy, for sharing. So this little simple card right here, and then there's the inside. I did not put a sentiment in there. I'm going to leave that to the winner to be able to add their own sentiment in there. Now, this card is for liking last week's video, so throw up those thumbs, throw up those little hearts. That will get you entered into the first card that we are going to be making this evening. So this one is going to go to Kay Wire. This is going to you for liking last week's video. Hello, Miss Patty. Then for commenting on last week's video, so any of you that come in, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, you know, let me know any of your holiday traditions that you like. Just come in and say anything you would like. You will get entered in for commenting, which will earn you the into the giveaway for, or into the drawing for my second card that I will be making this evening. So this one is the one that we made last week. And there's the inside of that. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. This is going to be going to Vicki Buller. Now, Vicki, I don't think I have your address. So when this video is done, if you can please message me your address. Please don't do it here on the comments. I don't need everybody knowing your business, but if you can message me that, or you can email me at stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com and give me your address, then I can get that in the mail to you this week. And then for the last card, now this goes to one of you lucky people who share my video. This one is going to be going to Marcia Lynn. This is going to you for sharing last week's video. I truly appreciate you guys so much for sharing my videos. That's really what helps me get my business out there and helps me to be able to bring all these wonderful videos to you guys. And, you know, because without customers, there would be no me, right? So, all right, you guys. And I believe I have Marcia's and I know I have Kay's address. So it's just Vicky that I need your address. Okay. So let me put those back up there so they stay in a safe spot. Yes, congratulations, you guys. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you guys coming in here every week and watching my videos. I love doing this. I enjoy what I do. Okay, so for this first card, this is the Joyful Flurry. Now, this one also goes along with that Lights Aglow set, but I'm just going to be using the Joyful Flurry. And today we're just going to be doing some stamping with this. I'm not going to even be using any of the dies in this set. Those will be coming in a later date. I will have to figure out a card using those. So I just want to show you guys that this can be used just as a simple stamping as well. Okay, so my card base is Gorgeous Grape. Look at how beautiful that is. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're just going to fold it down the center. Oh, you guys, I have to tell you guys a funny story. So the other night I was like, my husband, he bought me this nail kit thing to do my nails. Well, it is, I think he bought it for me either last Christmas or the Christmas before. And he's kind of mentioned it to me a couple of times. He goes, hey, you know that nail kit that I bought you? Have you ever even used it? I'm like, no, because I haven't really had the time to do it. So, I broke it out the other night and I opened it all up and I started doing my nails. Well, I got this nail done and I got this nail done and I thought, you know what? I better stop a minute and I better see if I can do my right hand. Because you guys know I'm not really good with my left hand, and especially to do something with my left hand that is that tedious to do on my right hand. Okay, so let me just tell you, I got the pinky nail on and it was so haggard and so bad. I had to like pretty much peel it off. And these things, I mean, these things are stuck like crazy. That's why you can just see that I only have 2 done. But it took me forever trying to get this off. I was using nail clippers, breaking it off in these little tiny chunks to get, but then I thought, well, you know what? It would be real sad if come Monday I go to do my Facebook Live and I only have nails on my left hand. That would probably, I would probably have some explaining to do, right? So, but it was kind of funny because I thought, oh my gosh, because I've been looking at these things and I've been kind of trying to wiggle them off and I'm like, it hurt really bad trying to get this one off. I'm not going to do that again to these 2 nails. They don't look too bad. So I thought, you know what? I'll just try to like conceal them and make sure you guys can't see them, but they're kind of very obvious. So I thought I would just share that story with you. If you keep seeing these 2 nails that are done, that's why. All right, you guys. So then I have my next layer, which is my 4 by 5 1/4, and this is my basic white. This is what we are doing our stamping on. So let me grab my piercing mat here because we are using, because since I'm going to be stamping off a little bit, I don't want to stamp on my desk surface here. All right, my colors that I'm using for my ink is Gorgeous Grape, Orchid Oasis, and fresh Freesia. Now look at those colors together. Aren't those just so pretty? Okay, then I need my big snowflake, and then I need my 2 medium ones, and then my really little tiny one here, and then my sentiment that says let it snow. I'm also going to be using this is the Simply Elegant trim. And so I'm using the silver with this, okay? So we're gonna set that aside. All right, so let's start doing this. So I'm gonna use my Gorgeous Grape first. And I'm gonna use my biggest snowflake. Let me get my my chamois opened here because I'm gonna need to put these in the chamois when I'm done. Okay, so my biggest snowflake here is gonna go kind of over here in the center. Okay, just like that. Oh, so pretty. Then what I need is a little 1/2-inch strip of white. And since I already have my grape open, I'm just going to take that Let It Snow, and I'm going to stamp that kind of close to the edge here. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm done with that. All right, then I'm gonna use my fresh Freesia. Move that out of the way because we'll cut that out. And with this snowflake here, I'm just gonna stamp that up here in this corner. And then the other little medium-sized snowflake, I'm gonna stamp that down here in this bottom corner. Clean those all off so I don't make a mess with those. And then, oh, you know what? I forgot to bring out the embellishments. I'm also going to be using the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. All right, so then I need my Orchid Oasis. I'm gonna stamp that there, right up there. See how I said I was gonna be going off the paper a little bit? Just like that, okay? Now this is a very simple card, but it is very beautiful once you get it done. Okay, then I need a 3/4 of an inch strip of my Gorgeous Grape. Now this is done, but since it's still a little wet, I'm just gonna set it off to the side so I can finish doing all the other stuff that needs to get done here. So grabbing my snips, I'm just going to take this and make it a little bit shorter. And then I'm going to just glue that. Yeah, I used to get my nails done all the time back when I worked, but then having to do so many things with my daughter, it wound up being that I would scratch her. So I just kind of stopped getting my nails done. And during the summer, my nails grow really, really long, nice. They stay long. But during the winter, I don't know what it is about the weather. Maybe it's because it's dry and cold. Every one of my nails just breaks. They're brittle. They're gross. They do this little flaking thing. It's bad in the winter. So I kind of give up on nails in the winter. That's why, hence the fact I tried to do that. Okay, so we're going to wrap some of this around. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this jar. That is not a jar. That is a bottle. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Mist. And I'm just going to tie a small little bow just like that. And then with my other scissors that I use specifically for my ribbon, make that a little bit tighter. Okay, then I'm going to come in here and cut this in the center of the back. And then what I can do is I can take this bow now and stick this on here and just take my tape to the back. Okay, just like that. And then this little babe here is going to get, and I know that's kind of hiding that, so maybe I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. So we don't hide our snowflakes because they're too pretty to hide. Yeah, I don't remember where I learned that trick from. Who just said that? Melanie. Hello, Melanie. I don't remember who I learned that trick from, but ever since, and because you guys know that I have problems with bows, any trick and any little bit of help, I'm going to try it because, well, you know me. So, all right, that's a little bit better. That's going to take that bow down just a little bit so we don't cover up that snowflake completely. Because see, then you'll see it's still poking out the top. Now on this little piece here, I'm going to grab my little mini dimensionals and I'm going to stagger them. I'm going to do one up here in this top, well, if I can get these two apart, I'm going to do one up in that top corner and then one in the bottom corner. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because when I lay it across that twine will go through the center of that, but keep it centered in between the two, whatever the heck I'm trying to say, those dimensionals. Okay, so just like that. All right, maybe that looks a little too low. Hold on a minute. Nope, I gotta leave it alone. Yep, it's fine. Because we're gonna still be able to see everything. All right. If you guys replicate this card, maybe don't go so low down on there. I don't know. It still looks fine. I like it, but okay. Now to come in, let's glue this down to our card base. Okay. Just like that. And then with these little rhinestones, I'm going to use the little ones up here and just do them, since we've got these three biggerish, is that a word? Sure, because I just made it a word. We're going to put that bling on those. Now let's grab an inside to this. Now I should have had this already out when I was doing the stamping, but oh well. Ugh. Okay. Let's grab this for our inside. And where did my pads go? So we're going to use the fresh Freesia. And this middle size one, stamp that there, and then come back in after I stick my fingers right in the pad with the Orchid Oasis, and then again back with this little one. Do that a little bit up there, and then one down there. There we go. And there's some cute little sentiments on this stamp set that I like because they're not only Christmas. Like this one says, sending you all the best this new year. So that's really super cute because then it's not only about Christmas. Same with it's a season of magic and wonder. And then wishful wishes, let it snow, and happy Christmas. So really cute little sentiments on this card or in this stamp set. Okay, let's put this away so I don't drop or stick my finger in it. And then let's put the inside in this card. Here we go. Oh, so I do need to mention this. I'm not quite certain. My mom, so my mom is supposed to have surgery next week. She's supposed to have surgery on Tuesday. So I will be live on Monday, but she's staying the night at the hospital Tuesday night and coming home Wednesday. So, oh, I don't have anything Wednesday. For some reason, I was thinking I had a Wednesday Facebook Live, but I don't. It's my Thursday. So we'll be good next week. Never mind. Scratch what I was saying. For some reason, I was thinking I had a Wednesday, my mystery stamping, but I'm off on my times here. So never mind on that. So yeah, no, she has to go in and have surgery. She's having a knee replacement. But they are keeping her overnight in the hospital because of the fact that we live so far out of town that they want her to be closer just in case something happens. And it's kind of more of her choice just to feel safer than coming all the way home. And then if she has any kind of problem, it takes quite a while for us to get her into town. So, but she went in and she had some of her testing done to get her clearance for her surgery. And her, it was one of those, either the EKG or the echocardiogram or whatever that one is. One of them came back screwy, so they told her she has to go see a cardiologist. So now when she called this morning and told them about that, she told the knee doctor that he is telling her that until she goes and sees a cardiologist, he won't clear her for the surgery. So she may not be having surgery next week. So it's kind of all up in the air at this point. I just wish she would have the darn surgery just so she could walk again and walk without being in so much pain. But you know what? It's all in the man upstairs' hands. So he'll have it done when the time is right. So it's not about what I think is timing. It's about his timing. So I'll just leave it at that. All right. So there is our first beautiful card. Look at those colors. Aren't those colors so pretty together? I love all those purples. And then there's the inside of our card. Okay. So let me move to card number 2. Now, this card, I am going to be using a paper that is no longer available. And I know you guys know that I don't do that very often. But this card it's just one that I decided to do because I really thought, okay, I want to do a fall card, even though we're closely approaching Thanksgiving, but we're still in fall no matter if Thanksgiving's here or not. It's not quite winter yet. Now, I know if you live in, where was it? Buffalo, New York, it's very much winter there. If you live anywhere near there, I'm sorry you guys are all snowed in with feet and feet and feet of snow, like it is crazy ridiculous, but it's still fall here. So I wanted to bring in, I haven't used this set in quite a while. This is that Nuts About Squirrels. This is the cutest little set. And I really wanted to use this again before the season is over. And with some of the really cute little sentiments in here, this makes really cute kid cards. It also makes really cute masculine cards. So it's one of those that is, again, pretty versatile, and that's my jam. So we are going to be making, let me get out the stuff that we need. So this is my card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5. This is my thick basic white. Now I have already scored this because since it's the thick white, you have to score it. Otherwise it'll leave kind of this wrinkly look on here and it's not attractive. So where did I just put my, oh, little bone folder? Did I throw it in with my other card? I did not. Where did I put it? It's probably sitting there. You guys are probably yelling at me going, it's right there, lady. Oh, for the love. Oh, see? It's underneath my little basket over here with all my supplies in it. Okay, there's our card base. What are we going to do next? All right, then we've got a couple of different pieces here. So then my next layer that's going to go on that is, this is soft suede. This is 4 by 5.25. My next layer is 2 by 4. That's going to go right like that. We're going to do some embossing on this bottom layer here, that soft suede, in just a minute. Then we need a piece of crumb cake. This is 3.25 by 4. Our next little layer, this is the, what was this paper called? This is that paper that was part of our celebration, our last celebration that we had. This is called Rings of Love. Now, I'm sure probably a lot of you guys have this paper, so that's kind of another reason why I wanted to use it, but it coordinates so well with this little squirrel. That was kind of number 2 reason why I wanted to use it, and it's very fall-like. Look at all these little leaves, look at the acorns, but then because it's a squirrel, he also holds a little acorn, so I thought it was just totally perfect with this paper. And this one is 3 by 4. Okay, this is going to get adhered right to that, and we can actually go ahead and do that. So it's the same height as this paper. You're just going to have a little bit of that crumb cake kind of peeking out on both sides. This is a fun little layout. This can be done with so many different papers. Okay, just like that. This soft suede piece, we are going to take the Fall Leaf 3D embossing folder, and we're going to emboss this. So I'm going to run back here to my big boss machine, and I'm going to emboss this on here. I guess it doesn't really matter which way I lay that. Do I want it on the top? I think I'm going to go that way. Then they'll be across here. So let me run this through my machine back here. Oh geez, as I just knocked everything off of here. Okay. I'll pick up my mess later. All right, so there are those leaves. Isn't that so cool? And especially because this other paper, it looks like the rings of a trunk. That I thought those leaves went very well with that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this right down to that. Okay, just like that. This will go here. This will go here. Now, you need a scrap piece of soft suede. And what I did was, look, we're going to just piece this back together. You'll never know. And then I took this, this is from the Layering Circles dies. This I cut out of there, and voila, look, see, I'm magical. There is that scallop that's going to go there, scallop circle. Then this one here, which is the, it's about 2 3/8. That's what I'm going to be using for my image. And then this one was about 2 3/4 was that one. So I'm going to set this over here and know that I'm not going to lose it. Then I'm going to stamp my little image all out. Okay, so I need my crumb cake. Move some of this stuff. My crumb cake, my Sahara sand, and soft suede. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my little squirrel. Now let me grab him. I'm going to use this one who's holding a little acorn. Now this is the outlined image here. I'm going to stamp the outlined image in my soft suede. And this is just a scrap because then we're going to cut him out with the die, that circle die, when we're finished here. So this is just to stamp him on. Okay. Cute little guy. Then I'm going to close that for a moment because I want to actually, I'm going to stamp the acorn top back in that, but we're going to wait on that for just a minute so I can get his body, which is right here, stamped next. Okay, and that's going to be done in Sahara sand. I'm going to stamp it over here first to make sure that that image is going to stamp nicely. Okay, and then this lines up with his little hands and the side of his ears. It kind of all just lines up quite nicely, just like that. This is really a cute stamp set, absolutely. And again, you guys know how I am with my versatility with owning a stamp set. All right, then we've got kind of the little head of the acorn, and then we have the actual little acorn right here. All right, so the little top part, like the hat of the acorn, is going to be done in soft suede. So that just goes right over that. Okay, and then the actual little acorn, oops, we're going to need that out for a minute because we're going to do the sentiment. But the actual acorn is going to be done in crumb cake. Now, if you look closely at this acorn, you can see the tip of the bottom of the acorn. But then you see this little image over here. That's his little hand hanging on to the acorn. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? So again, I'm going to stamp that up there, make sure that's going to stamp off right. And then watching his little hand, I'm going to point this right on there. See that little area where it didn't stamp over his hand? Perfect. Okay, so that is our little guy. Now I need a little scrap. Okay, I did have a little scrap. A little scrap of crumb cake. And I am going to be stamping the little sentiment. Hey there. Just on this little scrap here. Using my crumb cake. Or no, using, what was that? Soft suede. Look, I didn't put my little thing in the bottom of there, Goofy. Just like that. Let me show you guys really quick, just if you've missed one of my videos, me showing this. So there on the back of your stamp pad, when you get it, there's going to be 5 little stickers back here. Now, my one that was in English, I've already put on the front of my stamp pad. So when I set these on my shelf, I can read what colors they are, because otherwise I wouldn't see any other color besides what I stuck there. Well, down here, the very bottom one has no language on it. It is just a blank strip of your color. I always just pull that off there. Well, not always, because clearly I forgot this pad. And then what I do is then I take this little strip, and right in here, there's a little groove. This will fit nicely in that groove. Oh, my husband's out there being a goofball with my daughter. I just heard him. Then I normally take something like a bone folder and just kind of apply pressure in there. Let me see if I did it in this one. No, look, I missed this one too. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's see this one. Oh, see, that one has it in there. I was hoping. So then I can see when my pads are laying open, because this is a total good example, that you can see that my pads look darn near similar. It'd be really hard to see them apart. But then I can look down here and go, oh, okay, that one is my Sahara or my soft suede, because it's so much darker than my crumb cake. So that's just kind of one of those things that it's kind of a good idea to have those on there when your pads are open. Especially when you're doing cards that have a lot of colors. Kind of like if I was to have the orchid opened, if I had that, and then I had fresh Freesia. I mean, clearly I can see fresh Freesia is a different color. And look, and I didn't even do that on that. Jeez, I'm a slacker, you guys. Look at this. I tell you guys to do it, and then I don't even do it on my own pads. Huh. Okay, well, it looks like I have work to do. But I can kind of see the difference between these. But on some of them, they look very, very similar, that it's hard to see. So it's just kind of nice to have that little strip sitting there. Do as I say, not as I do, right? Isn't that the saying? Because obviously I'm a goof that I forgot to do my own saying that I tell you guys to do. And I just knocked my computer over. Okay. So now that we've got all these things done, I need to die cut this out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the little machine here. So be prepared. You guys are going to get a little bit of shaken or baby shaken syndrome, or shaken baby syndrome, whatever that's called. And I don't mean any joking about that, because I know that is a very real thing. Trust me, I used to foster children and we saw that come through, and it is very real. So I do not mean that with any kind of joking at all. But I am going to shake the heck out of you, and that's why I say that. Okay, so now we're going to lay that piece in there. We're going to set this here. And then we're going to die cut this little guy. Okay. Hopefully I didn't shake the heck out of you guys too much. Okay, there's our perfect little circly square squirrel. Here is our little sentiment. So I'm just going to cut this out. Just like that. Don't lose it. Then let's start putting this card together. So this is going to get stuck right on there. Oh, I put my glue away. Now we do have that, is it called Forest Friends or Happy Forest Friends? We have a paper, Happy Forest Friends. It's this that comes with that bear set. And now this paper would be work really well on this card as well. We've got a couple papers that if you want to stick with a fall theme, it would work really well. Okay. This is just going to get glued right here. I'm just trying to find any excuse to use this paper up because it, like I said, it works so well for this time of year. That is just going to get laid kind of right there in the center. Okay. This is then going to go right here in the center. Just like that. But first, I'm going to come in with this gold. This is called the Gold Shimmer Ribbon. Now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of lay it on here because I'm going to be adding this right here, but I want to keep it low enough so I can add a little, tuck a little bow into that, or not a bow, but a little knot. So I'm going to go like that. And then cut this piece off. Okay, add that to that. I'll make that even on both sides. Alrighty, and now I'm going to pop that up. Hello, Carol. Sorry, I didn't see you come in here. Okay, that is now going to go. So I'm lining it up only with the soft suede because since it's 4 inches, it's the same as my paper here. So that's going to go just like that. This squirrel is now going to get popped up. Okay, kind of like, I'm going to move it down just a little bit, just like that. Okay, this little piece here is going to get glued on there. I don't think I'm going to pop it up. That's too many layers to have popped. So I'm just going to have that across there. Okay. Then let me grab my little embellishments. Oh, no, those aren't them. Oh, I need the little gold ones. Oh, there they are. Right there. That's what I need. So I'm going to grab these little gold ones. And I'm going to do one big one right up here. And a little one right there. Just like that. And since we've already got the gold down there, I'm not going to put another one on there. I'm going to call it good. I know I don't normally do that, but, well, we might be able to put another one. No, I like it like that. We're going to leave it alone. Sometimes less is better. I have to learn that saying. Okay, then I'm going to just take just a little piece of this. And then adding this to it is really going to add kind of more down here in this edge, that adding another bling. Oops, and I need to cut a longer piece. Hold on. Couldn't even get my fingers around that one. Just like that. Okay. Then what I'm going to do to the inside of this, open this up, and I am going to take this little branch and I'm going to take the soft suede just like that. Let me clean off a couple of these other little things here. Okay. Now, our little leaf is right here. Now, I'm going to do that. I'm going to look at a couple of the colors over here. And I'm going to actually grab my Evening Evergreen, my Crushed Curry, and my Poppy. Okay, so I'm just going to go like this. Just using this little leaf, I'm just going to pop that one right there. I'm going to grab the Crushed Curry. Now coming down here. And then the Evening Evergreen. Just like that, okay? And that's what we are gonna call good for the inside, since that matches this paper out here. And you can add one of those extra acorns or whatever to the inside, have it hanging, or have a couple of them coming off of there, you know, so it kind of matches this paper. But I like when you can stamp something that matches the paper instead of just putting paper in the inside. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but sometimes I just like being different. Okay, there we go. try to get some of these ink pads out of the way because I've got a mess. All right, now let me get all my little guys out, these little things out of here, and then we will get on to card number 3. And boy, is it a beaut. You guys just wait. So there is card number 2, that cute little acorn with just some of those little matching leaves on the inside. All right. Let me set that over here so I can bring it back in when we're done. Let me get some of my bigger blocks back here. Okay, now, done with that. Okay, now here we go. Okay, we're gonna need our stamp apparatus for this one. Now you don't have to have it. I'm just going to choose to use it. So it's optional, but I think it lines your stamp up much better when needed for this card. We're also gonna be using some gold embossing powder. So we have our embossing buddy. We are also going to be using that real red and white glimmer paper. I'm actually using the white. So I need the white piece there. And look at the shimmer and shine on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so we're gonna need a piece of that. My card base is polished pink. This is 11 by 4 1/4. I've scored it at 5 1/2. Of course, why not make a pink card? My next piece of paper, this is my next layer. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it is the same exact size as my card base here. That is then just going to get layered right like that. My next piece that I need is for my inside. This is basic white. This is 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to go inside of there. My next layer, this is, oops, helps if I do it in inches. This is 3 1/2 by 4 7/8. This is going to be on top of that. And then we need some scraps of basic white. I am bringing in Granny Apple Green with this card. And look, we're using Snowman Magic. I should have showed you guys this first like I normally do, but because of the fact that it was on the bottom underneath everything, you guys are seeing it last. So what we need to do is we need to grab this piece here. This is a beautiful, this is from the Snowman Dies. This makes an amazing little border and perfect for little shaker cards. Now, once I decided to do this card, I was like, am I going to make a shaker or not? Well, I decided I'm not going to do a shaker because I'm really not that good at them. And I know they're not super hard, but I just haven't made quite enough of them to say that, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go that route. Now, with this die, you have more snowflakes on one end than you do the other. So you need to decide whether or not you want to go this way with less up here or flip it around with the less on the bottom. I think I'm going to go with the less snowflakes on the bottom. So I'm going to go cut this out. Okay. So hang tight. Oh, that is one thing that I did want to tell you guys. When you go to die cut this, let me show you really quick. When you go to run this through your die cutting machine, don't go straight with it. Make sure you turn this in an angle so it grabs that corner, because it's going to get stuck when it tries to just go over something that's completely straight. That's a lot for it to try to handle going through. If you have it tilted to the side, it can make a lot easier pass going through everything going off the corner. Okay? So here is that piece. We're going to punch this out of here, or poke it out, however you wish. It's pretty delicate, so be careful. Okay, and then it's going to leave you with just this little goofy piece. We're going to use this for some scraps, because if it's not big enough, that's why I brought in the other little scraps. Now, I need to take my little poker here and poke some of these out. Yes, this is an amazing die. I love this. It's perfect for so many things, not just this little snowman. And this is great for birthday winter cards. And if you were to make this a shaker card, I'm sure any of the little kiddos, maybe not even kiddos, adults like shaker cards too. A very interactive card would be so fun with this. Okay, so what I need to do now that I have this cut out, and I have decided that I'm going to put the less busy with my snowflakes on this side, this is where I'm going to grab my Stamparatus. I'm also going to grab my Versamark, because this is where we're going to be doing some die cutting. I mean, some embossing. Die cutting, geez. Okay, so I've already got my piece of paper marked here. So I just move my magnets out of the way, and I make sure I set this. I always take two corners, and I just take a pin and I just kind of square around them so I know where my paper needs to be placed when I go to put my stamp on there. You could tuck it up in the corner too. I just think if it's too close to the corner, because of the kind of slant here, sometimes it just doesn't work all too great. So that's just my thing. So I am going to place this just by setting it on here. I don't necessarily need to put my magnets on there, but I want to make sure it's straight. So holding it where I know that is going to be straight on there, I'm then going to come and take my stamp, and that's clearly not where it needs to be. I'm going to take my stamp and get it in between those little snowflakes that I know that I want it around. Then I'm going to come in, and then I'm going to move my hand because I know where I want it, and then place that down. And then when I pull that off, I can move this, but because see how my paper got lifted up because that photopolymer kind of moved it, I can now take this and watch where my pen marks are and put that back in place. Then when I go to stamp that, it's going to be a-okay. So using my Versamark, I'm going to stamp that right in place there. Oh, look, I forgot to use my embossing buddy. Gosh, put it right there so I wouldn't forget, and I did it anyways. Ay, 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 such is life. Okay, pull that off of there. Move my magnets. Now come in with my gold embossing powder. Okay, beautiful. So now let me get this stuff closed so I don't turn my embossing heat gun on and blow embossing powder everywhere. So I'm going to give this a couple of seconds to heat up. And I have my tool on the number 2. Now see that just melt like it's butter? Oh, I love Stampin' Up's embossing powder. I have to say, I have bought in the past embossing powder from other companies and other stores, box stores, and none of it seems to melt like Stampin' Up's does. So just have you know that. It definitely melts very evenly. It's very beautiful. Okay, this is where we can now come in here and make sure that that all went perfectly, which it did. Okay. I'm going to set that back on there. I'm going to bring my little white piece in. Now I'm just going to freehand this. I'm just going to take a little piece here and just kind of start and just kind of make a little mound. Just like that. Now I know that's going to probably be a little long on that one side, and that's okay because I can cut that off. But I just want to do that like that. Cut this little end off. Okay, and I'm just going to glue that right to the bottom because I just want to be able to see just that little bit there. Okay, now with your scrap piece here, I need to grab my piercing mat here, if I could talk. This little piece here is just going to get glued right down. So I'm just going to put just a couple little dots of glue along the bottom of this. And some of the ends of these snowflakes. And that way I can place this right close to the edge there. Hold that down for a few minutes because it does take just a little bit longer to adhere that glitter paper or glimmer paper because it doesn't really like to stick all too well, but you got it. It works. Just hold it for a few seconds. And that's all we need of that glimmer paper. All right. So then we're going to bring this in, move this aside. I can put this away since I forgot to use it anyways. I'm going to need my little snowman. So my little snowman image right here. I'm going to stamp that in this little scrap that I had here. Get this die on here. Okay. So I need my Memento Black. Okay, my little snowman's gonna go right there. Okay, then I need to stamp his little face. So I'm gonna do just the full little cutie face here. Just like that. Okay. Then we are going to do 2 of his hands. His little hands right here. So I am just going to put those just on a little block here and then just stamp those kind of side by side. Just like that. There's those little hands. I guess his hands should have probably been done in brown, but it's okay. Black will work. All right, and then we need to use this granny apple. I'm going to do the little bunny also. Let's do that little bunny. Let's stamp it right here, because we're going to have to die cut all these out. All right, there's the bunny. And then now let's grab his little stocking cap. Or, you know what, maybe, yeah, let's do the stocking cap. Okay, and the scarf. Okay, and this is where we're going to need the granny apple green. Like that. And then the scarf. We're going to need that. So it all fit on this scrap. Good. I didn't have to use any of my other little scraps that were sitting out there. So you can see that it all fit in your little scrap piece of cutout from your snowflake frame. Okay, then I'm grabbing my light. This is the light pumpkin pie. I'm just using that for his nose. And then we're going to do some die cutting. So let me get this stuff out of the way so I can bring my little machine in here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some pieces of washi for this to hold little bits in there, but I don't have to cut it all at one time. That way I don't have to worry about things moving around on me. So there's for my snowman. Let's go ahead and cut that little bunny. Just like that. Okay, let's cut those two things first. So there is our little cute bunny. So adorable. And then our snowman. I love his little body shape. He's just so cute. It's like, he's like not perfect shaped, and I love that. All right, now I'm going to grab, I think it's this one right here that I need. I think. Yep. So that's going to go over that, and it's hard to see if I've got it over the right thing. Because I can't see his little hands. Oh, there it is. Okay, that one's on there. Okay. And then let's do this one. Oops, I think hold on. Let's do the hat because I think I got those too close. So let's do the little scarf or the little knit hat. Okay, let's do those two pieces. Okay, there's the little hat. There's the little fingers. All right, let's do the other one. It's kind of hard to see through those little holes. Okay, so one more little thing here. We're going to do his little scarf. Just like that. And then we will put this little cutie patootie together. Oopsie, I almost lost one of his little hands again. There's his hand. All right, there we go. Everything is on there. Everything is cut out. Let me move this out of the way so then we can start putting this little card together. All right. So now we're going to take this and we're going to glue his little hat to his head. Just like this. So just put a tiny little bit of glue on the bottom of his hat. And then the little scarf here. Just like that. Okay. And now there's these extra little circles on the little arms, so you can then put the arms on this little snowman like that. And like that. Okay. Isn't that just adorable? Oh, I love it. Okay, now we're going to take this and we are going to adhere, well, no, we're going to pop that up. So we need to adhere this down to our card base. Now, since this is the full size, I try to get as close to the outsides as possible so this piece doesn't start popping up. Get out of there. So I normally start at one corner, follow it all the way down. Make sure I've got that all the way centered on that card base. Give that time to adhere to that base. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to use my mini dimensionals. I miss when I have my nails, I could actually put these on there and grab them. Okay, now let's see if I need to put, I might need to put one more along there just to make that stand up a little bit more. Yeah, I think I do. And for some reason, that did not want to stick down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add a few more along here. just to make sure this stays good and popped up. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and adhere this on. So I told my husband that he can order me that little desk vacuum that I was telling you guys about. And I told him to surprise me, because I told him, remember how I showed you guys that they had it in, or I was telling you guys how they had it in a pig and in a cow? Well, I was too undecisive. I couldn't figure out which one, because they're both equally adorable. So I told him, he goes, well, which one do you want? And I go, I don't know, surprise me. So now it's stuck on him. Okay, I'm going to place this just like that, watching all my sides. Okay, there we go. Voila! So pretty. Then this little bunny is going to be right here, jumping. And then our little snowman, we don't want to cover too much of that sentiment up. So I think it's going to go right there. So I'm just going to put glue right on the back of him. Just tuck that right down in there. Just enough. And then that little bunny is going to go right there on top. Just like that. Okay. And then for the inside, I am going to place a little strip of this paper across the inside. So let me cut this down just a skosh, because that's awfully thick, because that's 1 inch. I think I'm going to go to 3 1/4. And I'm going to put that right in the inside of that. All right, and then we're going to cut off this little excess end down here. Now that's going to get placed inside. And then there is our super cute, adorable, and like I said, with a little window sheet on there, and add a little bit of your shaker bits. Wouldn't that just be adorable as well? I just knew I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit simpler. I need to play around with this idea a little bit more to decide whether or not I can even do a shaker card, because I haven't done too many shaker cards, so I need to get good at it before I try to attempt it on camera, especially for the first time. So, and then of course it being pink just really was like, oh my gosh. And then I love that granny apple green with some pink. So yeah, just super cute. And then when it stands up, you can kind of see the inside a little bit, but then you kind of get that little shimmer with not only this down here, but you get that really pretty gold from the sentiment that we did from the embossing. So let me bring in all 3 of the cards that we just did. So we've got that really pretty, simple snowflake. Then, of course, because we are still in fall, I did that really cute little squirrel. And then, of course, that very magical snowman card using that little framed piece there. So I hope you guys enjoy these cards and give them a try. Oh, come on, you little thing. If you do, please share photos of your finished cards over on Pink Barn Stampers. If you're watching this later from YouTube, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the super adorable cards that I do. I also go live over on YouTube at noon Pacific time every Thursday. Now, that being said, this Thursday, I will not be live. Also, this would be the Thursday that I would be doing my Paper Pumpkin live because it is the last Thursday of the month. So I do want to let you guys know who watch me also over on my YouTube. I will not be live this Thursday and I will not be doing Paper Pumpkin alternative this Thursday because it is the holiday and I'm spending that with my family. But I will be doing my Paper Pumpkin alternative lives on December 1st. And I will be back to my regular airing on YouTube starting December 1st. So, all right, you guys, like, comment, and share this video to get entered into winning one of these beautiful cards. I love sending these to you guys and give you guys creativity, inspiration, because that's what I'm here for. All right, you guys, don't forget to check my blog tomorrow that you will see close-up photos and all the clickable links to add the products that I used tonight right into your cart. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful, wonderful, safe, and happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.